I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Our product is called Condiment-in-One.
This is a compound of members, and there is a pair of 4 for every position. The CEOs are Jose Barajas and Cam Sakaoka. CFO is myself, Chris Morales, and Brisa Carbajal. And last but not least, CMO is Jocelyn Ramirez and Jahaira Bencourt. And last but not least, the CDOs are Isaac Ellis and Desmond Fairview.
Okay, so our problem is that you have so much condiments all over your refrigerator, and then it takes up so much space. And also the fact that when you're making like a burger or a hot dog, you like have a moment where you just only brought the ketchup bottle, but you also want your relish, your mustard, and your mayonnaise. So it would take a hassle to like take them back and forth, and to just carry all your products like in the same time, because then it will take up too much space for yourself. And also the fact that if you were going to a barbecue, like in a picnic or something, then you're not able to carry all of your condiments.
This product helps you in many different ways. It can have ketchup and mustard in the same bottles, and other toppings or sauces too. It helps you save space in your kitchen, and it helps you become organized.
So this is our guy. His name is Charles Dickinson, and he is 30 years old. His birthday is on May 5th, and he was born in 1985. As you can see here, he lives in Chicago and works as a chef and earns about $46,000 a year. And his interests are, he's a father. He enjoys to watch sports like football, and he is a fun guy because he enjoys entertaining people. And his passion is cooking, and he loves his kitchen to be organized.
Our marketing plan is, our target market is any gender, cooks from 25 to 50 years old, family-oriented people like children or mothers or fathers, and low to moderate income families. Our marketing plan is to post the news of Condiment-in-One on social medias, for example, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, or other examples. Do public demonstrations of the Condiment-in-One in front of stores like Pueblo, Target, Walgreens, and Smart and Final. Print flyers containing the news of Condiment-in-One, and making a website dedicated to Condiment-in-One and the contacts of our members for further information.
So what we did was that we put up posters with our contact information, so that our customers can ask questions and give us comments about the product itself. And we also did a display board to show all the information about our product, just in case if our customers want to go deeper into our product for further notice.
Our prototype evolution is, in the beginning, when we thought of Condiment-in-One, we envisioned it to be a bottle with 4 compartments and with 4 individual nozzles, but that later turned out to be a path with too much complications, so we decided to go to another plan, phase 2, where the Condiment-in-One was updated to be a bottle with just 2 separate compartments and 2 nozzles. But that as well was too difficult, and there were some restrictions that we weren't really pleased with, so we turned to phase 3, where Condiment-in-One is improved by being envisioned with 2 separate sections and 2 individual nozzles, but they can be attached and detached with ease.
So our total amount was that we received $167 for us to be able to make our product, Condiment-in-One.
Our total our total expenses to date, we weren't able to show, but we have, up to date, we have $119. We have $119 because we had used some of the money to buy some tools like, for example, a hot glue gun and knife and some supplies.
Those supplies include the bottles and the plastic sheets so that we can separate the condiment itself, so that we can just have mustard and ketchup separately. And all of that was a total of $40.68.
In our business lessons, we have learned that working together as one team makes a better business group. One reason why is because we communicate and give each other feedback so that we can make the product better. Also, we haven't given up even though there's been lots of difficulties that have been unseen while we've been trying to create this product.
And one of the spark skills that we thought was most important was communication, because everyone in that group, like, there were so many frustrations with how to do the product or how to do our display board. But after all of that, we all decided that we should just communicate with each other and say what the problem was. And one example was when our group used communication was when we talked about how we want the display board to look, because there was so many things we wanted to put, but then there wasn't much things to put, and there were so many difficulties, but then after all we figured it out what we wanted to do.
Thank you for your time and your attention. We hope you enjoyed it. Any questions?
Well, let's get the sales team to come up with a product and give a brief summary of how the sales event went.
That's the Condiment-in-One bottle. It's the bottle when you can put like one condiment, one each. It's detachable. You can open it. Detachable.
We've had some difficulties on thinking how to make the nozzles, but we're thinking there's a website where they sell a cap with 2 nozzles, so we're thinking we'll just buy a cap and just split it into and divide it into 2 bottles.
Sales team, how did the selling event go 2 weeks ago?
Went good. We got a lot of emails. That's our prototype, so we didn't have products to sell at that point, but we got lots of good feedback on email
and on things we could do better. And we also did little things, we gave out hot dogs, because you know how you can put ketchup and mustard for a prototype, and we just did some stuff like that.
That way it can attract their customers more, and then that way they can know more about Condiment-in-One and what it does.
Oh, and then we also have this one. It's
It's for soap. You can wash dishes or shower with it. You fill it up with soap.
it's open. You can open it, and it's much easier to use, and it actually works because it's tested. You can put soap in it and just squeeze.
All right. Thank you so much. Judges, if you have any questions or comments?
So on this one, is it meant to, so when you're putting on ketchup or mustard on your hot dog, what if you just want ketchup? Is it meant to come apart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good. I like that idea.
So
what kind of condiments have you guys tested in this so far? Other than ketchup and mustard, have you tried anything else?
We're thinking of using other things like relish or mustard.
Have you actually tried relish in this yet?
No, a complication is that the relish might be too big for the muzzle. So
Have your customers asked for that? When you had your sales event, you said you got feedback.
they were asking how we were gonna improve our product, and we showed them demonstrations, and they told us that it should look more ready.
Have you figured out how much it's going to cost you and what you're going to sell it for?
It typically costs it costs a couple $1.98 to make, and we're thinking of selling it for $5 or $5.50.
Will this be the same price, or is this going to be a different price?
Oh, we're still thinking about that other product because we barely came up with it.
That's a heads up. So our future references, we can go further to our product to sell it more. Instead of just Condiment-in-One, then we can make more things like that product.
Instead of being Condiment-in-One, we might switch to Product-in-One because we're gonna make more prototypes with different.
I really appreciate the evolution and the different prototypes that you had to go through. Sounds like you tested, then you had to change, then you got additional feedback. It's a great job just kind of sticking to it. How did you guys negotiate the feedback and decide, okay, what are we going to do next? Like, what was that process like?
We mostly got our feedback from our mentor or our peers. They explained for the first phase, they explained that we were stuck on actually how to begin from idea to an actual thing. So we decided that it was too difficult to make, and then for the showcase too, we realized that our product wasn't really favored, and we had to do something to make it more desirable.
And did you guys all agree in that process? Or did you guys, yeah.
Our teacher also gave us feedback on like what would make it better and like how he would want to see it for other people to buy too.
No. And do you have competition at this point?
No, not that we know of right now.
Who is involved in making this? Are you all involved in it? Or is it
Our CDOs mostly.
and what's the hardest part?
The hardest part is actually researching effective ways how to make it.
What do you estimate the time to actually put it together to be?
For the Condiment-in-One, it takes like a couple 3 to 4 hours to make by
Okay.
hand.
So you might,
And the other product takes like 15 minutes.
okay, so you might want to factor how much time you spend creating each one as part of your pricing model, because you want to make sure that you're paying yourself for your time.
As well as if there's a way to more efficiently use more of your team to help.
Judges, do you have any more comments or questions? All right. Thank you, team. If I can get you guys to come up to the hallway.